What's up, great people? It's the Country CEO back in the house again, man. Look, got another video for you today. Some game for you. Look, don't neglect the drop axles. Did you get that? Don't neglect the drop axles. Look, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers, friends, family, fans. Glad to have you back tuning in once again. Country CEO got some game for you. Don't neglect the drop axles on these triaxle dump trucks, quad axles, quint axles, super dumps. Sometimes those tires are the tires or the axles that get forgotten about because typically we pay more attention to the tandems, right? All right, and so I'm coming to tell you on the day that the drop axles deserve the same amount of attention as you do your regular tandems in the back or your front set of wheels, right? All right, so look, the drop axles have got brakes on them, right? And so because the drop axle got brakes on them, look, you need to monitor that axle just like you would the other axles. Those brakes need adjusting on that axle just like the other axle's brake need adjusting. Though that axle needs slack adjusters just like the other axle. That axle needs brakes on it just like the other axle. That axle needs drums on it just like the other axles. So don't sleep on your drop axles, right? Make sure you're paying attention to them and they don't get left out in the loop. All right. Secondly, tire wear is to be monitored on that drop axle as well. Guess why? Because here's what I discovered about the drag out. Sometimes drivers, it happens to me occasionally, you forget to let that wheel up at a turn. And if it's not a steerable drop axle, which will turn with the truck, you're basically sliding that tire when you turn. Did you get that? That's game right there. You're sliding that tire, which causes wear and tear. Another thing you notice and you be wary of, if you pull that third axle up or pull your axles up, and then you immediately have to make a stop, you potentially getting on the brakes before that axles come up, guess what? You're skidding that tire. You are skidding that tire, which causes flat spots on that tire. All right, know how you gonna know it? There's a nugget right here. You gonna know it when you let those tires down. That truck gonna be having a rough ride to it because the flat spots on that third axle tire. All right, that's game right there, man. Look, if I give you something so far, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video, right? All right, so look, check your bolts and nuts on that third axle. That third axle is an added appendage to that truck. It's bolted up to the frame, and also there's some nuts and bolts up under there. Man, look, you need to be checking that stuff periodically. That third axle goes on a lot of stress and strain. All right, and so don't take that for granted, right? Check the nuts and bolts under there dealing with that third axle. All right, not only that, but also make sure you check your down airbags. That's the big ones, right? When you let the third axle or axles down, that's that big airbag, right? Check that airbag for cracks. They will blow, all right? And they do wear out. And they do get dry rotted, right? Those things are on a whole lot of pressure. So you want to make sure that you are doing what needs to be done to make sure of that. Not only the ones that let your axles down, but the ones that let your axle up. Those are the little smaller ones, right? Check them for cracks, for cuts or anything. You can catch things before they go out on you, okay? We're talking about third axle care. Don't neglect the third axle. Simple breakdown could hinder you for the rest of the day. All right, and then you also want to check the hub seal and the oil on those axles. Make sure that you got enough oil in those axles. Those wheels take seals and bearings just like your other wheels, right? And then finally, I'm going to leave you with, there's a strap that goes along with when that axle is let down that helps to hold that axle in place and when it lets down as well. So look for your straps. I recently had to replace a strap that was torn, that wasn't even helping. The one side was the only one that was bringing the axle up, all right, and letting it down, all right? All right, so look, that's game for you right there. That's all I got. And look, if this video has been valuable to you, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Country CEO telling you, don't neglect the third or the axles other than your regular tandems. They need love too. Can you dig it? Country CEO, I'm out of here.